What's going on? It's just Don bringing you a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be telling a story time of when me and my friends ran from the cops. Hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. This story took place about 2 years ago, just like most of my stories, because that was right before COVID and was kind of like the peak of my high school career. So we are in P-Town, that's what we're gonna call it for the video, and it's a university, so there's frat houses, and obviously me and my friend Sam are pretty young and shouldn't be going into frat houses, but me and him have on multiple occasions figured out ways to finagle our way in. If you want to know more frat house story times, definitely be sure to leave a like, because I will tell a bunch, because being in P-Town, we've done a lot of crazy crap there, and I would love to tell you guys more. But yeah, so I distinctly remember that night that my Uber wasn't working. So me and Sam decided to ask these two girls that we went on a double date with to pick us up. So luckily, they said yes, and they dropped us off there, and we had some food with them, and we were socializing with them, but our goal wasn't to hang out with them. Our goal was just to kind of get there. Like, I know that sounds messed up, but that's just kind of how we used to rock. It's like, we didn't come here for you. We came here to get lit and have fun with a different group of people. So they finally left, and we linked up with our other homies that are actually on the campus itself. They're like a few years older than us, and since me and Sam knew how to hang with older people, they didn't see us as anything different. When we are about to go to the frat party, me and Sam were kind of thinking like, we're probably not gonna make it in. Like, we don't look the part. Like, we're dressing the part, but like facial wise, we have baby faces and like we're still in high school. But they assured us that we were gonna make it in. And when we got to the door, you could already see that like some people weren't making it in that looked way older than even us. Because of like a ratio, they have to make sure to have a certain amount of girls and a certain amount of guys, and I guess since they didn't bring any girls, they couldn't come in. Luckily for us, there was like 5 girls, 6 guys, including me and Sam, and 2 of them dapped up like the guy at the door, so I was like, oh, so it's like that. So we just slid in. He didn't even look at us. Mans was definitely high off something, because his eyes were low. So we get in. It's super crowded. Music is on like a million, but the house is a decent size. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, like I'm the type of person that always scopes out like the place, because just because you're comfortable doesn't mean you're safe. So I'm looking around. Sam is immediately already trying to mac on girls, and when I go to the bathroom upstairs, when I look to my left, I see a girl with these beautiful brown eyes, right? And you're like, it's just a girl with beautiful brown eyes. But it made me think back to a couple months prior when I saw a girl with those exact eyes, the exact hair, like she was like a familiar face. And she looked right back at me. And as soon as she saw me, she looked immediately down and just started texting on her phone. The first thing I thought was definitely not that it had anything to do with me. I just assumed that she was just an anxious girl and was probably off something. So I went to the bathroom, did my business, and headed back downstairs. When I got back downstairs, I started looking for Sam. Couldn't find him anywhere. I saw that coming. But I got deeper into the party near like the backyard, and I saw some people that I met maybe like a week prior. And so I was chopping up with them, and they wanted to play Pong with me. So it was 2-on-2 Pong, and once again, like we were just catching up, and I was telling them about like high school, and they're like, like we didn't even know you were in high school. Like, that's crazy. Like, you don't look like it, XYZ, like they were buttering me up a little something, so I had no issue with that. We were nearing the end of one of our games when a whole mob of people rushed past us, screaming fight with a bunch of cameras and flashlights out, and so we went to go inspect that. When the fight was going on, I can see in like the corner of the yard once again like that girl with the brown eyes, but then she's with the girl that I remember her with, and then that's when everything clicked. She was the girl that Sam was talking to one night, and I was talking to the other girl, but that other girl was crazy, bro. So on that night, me and this girl had a pretty brutal argument the night that we hung out. So we didn't end on good terms, but I didn't think it was anything too bad, like not to the point where she would, hold a grudge or anything. So I see her on her phone dialing someone and then calling and then walking away. Could have been anyone at this moment in time. I don't know who it could have been. But I would say about 25 minutes later, cops pull up. And the first thing that the cops say, which is, I figured this out afterwards, is that they were looking for some underage kids at this fraternity, and they wanted to basically shut the party down to find and figure out who was there. So while they're figuring out that information, the people that figured it out for us were the people that we went into the party with. While they were figuring that out, when I heard cops, dipped out. Like immediately. Like I jump over like the fence and I'm gone. Like I hit the dips. I call Sam. He already had the same idea and we meet up. When we meet up, we're like, I would say 3 blocks down. And then we see 2 more cop cars come. And then a 4th cop car comes. And we're like, yo, is it really that deep for like some underage kids at a party? So me and Sam, we kind of try and act casual and we kind of walk out in the open. I don't know if you think this is like the smartest thing, but I thought it was a good way just to blend in with everyone leaving. But no, the cops singled out us 2 and a group of 4 other people, 2 girls, 2 guys. And when they flashed the lights on us, all of us just ran in different directions. Me and Sam stayed together, but like the other group, they ran in a different direction than us. We're running through alleyways and we're in like the main town area where all of like the shops are and like the food places and like the food trucks and all that. And we run through this one alleyway and just start booking it straight. And I can see behind us there's at least one of the cop guys with a flashlight still trying to chase us. I know he thought he was gonna gain on us, but he didn't know that he was with one track star and one really good basketball player. So we kick up the heat and we break his neck. So we make a hard right down this road and then run as fast as we can straight into a fast left. So we were already too far away for him to even catch up, so he just stops and we still keep running until we make it to another frat house. We jumped the fence and luckily they had something going on too, so they were kind of suspect, but they let us stay there and hide out there for a while, and one of the girls even called us an Uber home. So when I got home, immediately ran up the stairs, and Sam came with me because he had to sleep over because it was way past the time he could come home, and things were good after that. To this day, I know for sure, I don't care what anyone says, that girl called the cops on us just because of what I did to her. Once again, if you want to know that story time, definitely be sure to comment that down below. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's just on signing off. Peace.